We're going to have to do something very special for you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're sitting in the back row. All right. And you're arranged the way you want? Anyone want to switch places? All right. Remember, what's the deal? What do you do, number one?
The first one is easiest. You know that.
You're creating the story. Remember, you're creating the story, but make it an interesting story. Make it so everyone's like, all right, I got it. And what do?
Create a conflict.
Conflict. And it's scary. Remember, don't just create a conflict. Make it a serious conflict.
Don't say this.
What everyone's like doesn't know what's going to happen. What do you do?
Create a solution.
Exactly. Oh my God, come on. Build it up. You're going to create a solution. You're going to solve the problem. Like, oh my God, just when we thought the world was going to end, you solved the problem. All right, excellent. Then what happens?
Create another problem.
Yes, but how are you creating a problem? Come on. He just saved the world, and what you're going to do is it's going to be like, oh, and we forgot one other thing, and then this terrible thing happens. Another good conflict. All right? And then you are solving the whole thing, making everyone fantastic. Everyone's going to live happily ever after, okay? You excited? You ready?
Sure.
It's no pressure, but the entire story rests on your shoulders. Okay?
Totally.
You're doing great.
Totally.
All right. Okay.
Totally.
You ready? Let's hear it exciting. Go.
A little kid went to a casino.
However, he wasn't allowed into the casino and got kicked out.
Then he and another friend paired up and used the trench coat trick where you go on your friend's shoulders to go.
Nice.
But somebody hit him and they fell over, and then people saw that there were two people.
You weren't paying attention?
No, I didn't hear like the last part. So.
They got knocked over, so people saw that there was two of them.
Big finale.
So they went home.
All right. All right. So, you two in the back row. You two come on up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I love this.
All right. Are you in the order you want to be in?
Sure.
All right, good. All right, so what you're going to do is we're going to do the exact same thing, but only with two of you, because there's only two people out. So what that's going to be is you're going to start the story. All right, but I want you to come up with I want you to begin the story with two sentences, two full sentences. All right? Then you're going to come up with a conflict. Two full sentences for the conflict. Then you're going to come up with the resolution again. All right? Everything is two sentences. You're going to come up with one more conflict, and then you get to end the story. So you guys are really working hardest. So I want everyone to really pay attention, because you guys got it easy, but now everyone's learned how to do it, right? So you two are experts. Okay? So you're going to start the story, a conflict, make it scary. Then solve it like a superhero. Then one more conflict, and then big ending. You ready?
So he's the problem. He's the problem causing.
Exactly,
problem
constantly. All right,
Okay.
two sentences each, whenever you're ready.
Alright, so I went to my swim meet and I got a good time on my 100 freestyle relay.
However, I was disqualified, and I had pulled a muscle, and I have another event coming up.
Luckily, I went to the ER and they fixed my leg, but I wasn't able to make it to my next event.
It's like kind of conflict.
So then I went to swim team practice the next day to practice for my next meet.
But I strained a muscle again, and this time I had to get my leg amputated.
Okay. Although I am not able to swim anymore, I managed to practice without one of my legs and made it into the Paralympics.
Wow. Good job, guys. Fantastic. All right. So notice I never stopped any of the stories to call on you, because I was watching everyone and everyone seemed to be paying attention. So that was good. If it looked like you weren't paying attention, I would have stopped the story and pointed you out. All right, so everyone did a very good job. So, what did we learn? Anyone, what did you learn from that little exercise? And it's okay to talk. It's okay for anyone other than her to talk. Okay? You got your hand up. What did you learn?
I was stressing
That's okay. Your hand was still up. What did you learn?
how to make up stories on the spot.
That's pretty good. Okay. What did you learn?
Group work sucks.
What? Group 4?
Group work sucks.
No, you didn't learn that. You've always known that. Okay.
True.
Anyone else? What did you learn?
How to make a story interesting.
Okay. And the important thing is what made the story exciting, or what made it interesting? Anybody?
The conflict.
Very good. Thank you. Because imagine if all you did was told a story and everything that happened was good. It would have been an okay story. I mean, if you said, I went to a swim meet, and he goes, and then I took first place, and the next kid goes, and then everyone was happy, and then my mom took me out for ice cream, and then I went home and I had dreams about the swim meet. Everyone would go, yeah, that's a good story. Okay, but what makes it what makes it interesting is the conflict. I went to the swim meet. Halfway through, I realized there were alligators in there, something like that. All right, so there's all kinds of things, and that's what makes the story very interesting. All right, so as promised, we're going to start doing some of the icebreaker speeches. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Your name again is? Ryan, and you are?
Caleb.
All right, I'm going to flip this invisible coin. So pick heads or tails.
Heads.
Oh, you go first. Wow. Come on. It's all yours. All right, everyone. Give a round of applause. All right. You put it on if you like. I think this goes down. All right. I was going to say that looks upside down. All right. Who's the timer? You're timing?
I don't have the paper.
All right,
I
hold on.
still have the book.
Hold on 1 second. What we're going to do is I'm going to teach you one thing. When we give speeches, did we do this last week with the color?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many minutes did we say?
4 to 6. So 4 minutes is the green card, 5 minutes the yellow card, and 6 minutes the red card.
Okay.
So 6 minutes, like basically you need to stop.
All right, so what we want to do, guys, everyone's paying attention, right? All right, good. She's going to hold this up. At 4 minutes, she's going to show the green card. At 5 minutes, she's going to show the yellow. And at 6 minutes, show the red. So at 6 minutes, that means you have 30 seconds to wrap it all up. You can go as long as six and a half minutes. I want you guys to at least talk till you see the green card, if you can. All right? But don't just say, and when I went to the park, it was very, 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 very fun. Don't say that. Okay?
I'm pretty sure the maximum is 6 minutes, and the yellow card is wrapping it up.
No, the yellow card is in the middle. Red is its own.
Yellow is 5.
Okay.
So
This is
red
4,
is
5,
6.
and 6.
No,
Yep.
yellow card is 5, but that means it's wrapping it up.
And
No,
6,
red.
Red is 6. It's done, but then he has 30 seconds just to finish.
Yep.
Trust me. All right?
Sure.
All right. And you ready? Go ahead.
A speech about yours truly, Caleb Son. Act 1, the beginning. I was born on 2006, October 8th, in a humble Northwest Community Hospital, and I was like fat and ugly. From the very beginning, I was crying, and later on, I fell asleep, which is like a foreshadowing of later on in life. And I was so unaware, so small. I drew a picture to show what I looked like. This was me.
Oh.
And so then, this is Act 2, the rising of school. School started for me in daycare, and all I remember is a bunch of red colors, which isn't that good. And I was also introduced to a kid named Ethan, who I still know. And Ethan and I were like very humble, I suppose. We drew pictures together with our hands. It was great. Except then I entered a new period of my life, which I call thug life, and it was, which is kindergarten. And in kindergarten, we were just starting to learn words and shapes. And at the time, I was amazed that OK wasn't just 2 letters, the O and the K, except behind all of that stupidity, something darker was happening. So essentially, in my kindergarten, there was a game and I was the mob boss. I had to dispose of the victims. I had to dispose of the victims on something we called the love slide, which basically we pushed kids down it and then they got kissed by girls. That's the main premise. And I pushed many boys, including that boy right there. And what? And basically, oh yeah, there was also Ethan again. And he was, at that time, he had grown to be one of the hot boys. And so pushing him down was fun because he would get kissed by tons and tons of girls. And I just got to watch and laugh at the top. Being a mob boss was fun. And after all that fun, I had to move on to a new period of my life, which was elementary school. And I went to Country Meadows Elementary, which was okay. I had to separate from all of my friends from kindergarten, and I had to move on to new territory. Except the thing is, like over the years, I gained new friends, and then one year, I met this small little Indian boy named Ishan, and then we started an age of enlightenment. We developed a society based on that one thing that spins in the playground, and the new government that we made would be called Pineapple. We gained more followers and became huge, except in 5th grade, I decided that it was time to become a man, so I took up the manliest thing I can think of. I started to knit, and that was fun. I was bad at it, but it was fun. And the time isn't done. And the very first thing I made was bad, and I still knit badly. Except near the end of 5th grade, I found out that this kid named Ishan was moving, and that really sucked. And then middle school started. And middle school was fun because it was just a bunch of kids. And now there's a new part of my life, which is the path to world domination. I also have another picture, which is what my brother thought of me when I came home. It's a baby with a knife. Now I'm done.
All right, thank you. Very good. Very well written. Great job. And you said you weren't prepared.
I wasn't that prepared.
Okay.
Mentally.
All right. Very good. Extremely well written. Very funny speech.
Very well. I finished.
Okay, this gave you a good example of a very good, funny speech, because obviously everyone was laughing. What are some of the things that he did in there that made it funny? Why was it funny? Anyone got any idea? And don't say because he made jokes. That's not the right answer. Okay, anyone? What kind of made it funny? All right, one of the things what he did was he said things that were unexpected. When he was talking about something and he said something completely unexpected, but was still good, it was just, it didn't fit, it didn't make sense. When he said something like, his next hand was he became his thug life in kindergarten, okay? Because everyone knows you don't start your thug life till like 1st grade, okay? So it was really good. All right, so fantastic. Now what I want to do is, I don't know if we're going to have time to get everyone to give their speeches because we only have limited time, but we're going to do a select few. Oh, you want to go next, I can tell. Excellent. So I was wondering who we were going to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. That's okay, he's going to go third. All right, so what's going to happen is this. What I want you guys to concentrate on is eye contact. There's going to be, every time we come here, we're going to teach something new, something very specific about it. And what I want you to do is learn eye contact. And eye contact is good. When I'm giving a speech, whether I'm over here or whether I'm here, while I'm talking, I'm looking at the audience. I'm talking to you for a little bit. Then what I can do is, as I'm talking, I can maybe talk to you a little bit. But what we want to do is, we don't want to look at the paper. We want to look at the audience. That keeps the audience involved with us. Okay? So everyone understand that? Yes? Yes? You understand it? Because you're up next. All right, you got it? So eye contact is the important thing. All right, so I can keep talking, but let's get you up here. I want to hear you guys talk. All right. right, yeah, what's your name?